Hey, hello, welcome back. I'm Davina. He's Hobart.
I'm Hobart. And what else?
Okay, fine. I'll tell you a little bit about us. We are military retired, 20 years. We packed up our bags and we moved across the world from California to the Philippines. And we brought with us our two children who are in elementary school. We don't have anything else going on with our lives. That's it. We just quit our jobs and moved to the Philippines.
Right. And why? How do you feel?
Actually, so yeah, we were talking about this today. I felt like today was a stress-free day. It was like if you could tell your therapist what the perfect day is, today was that day. It was the perfect day.
Oh,
Someone's here and they gave us some hearts. Hello.
appreciate
Hi.
that. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the channel. And hope you come into the chat, but I see you giving lots of hearts, so thank you. But yeah, no, it was such a stress-free day, and it's like what I would imagine a weekend would be like, but
It was
we've
just a regular day.
it was just a regular day. It felt wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that changed this morning was that we didn't get up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we normally get up at 4 a.m.
Normally get up at 4 o'clock, go for a walk. This time, everyone got up around 6. We started getting ready, getting the kids ready, dressed for school. Dee was making breakfast. But for me, it was a busy day for me because I had to get up. I had to open the gates. The construction workers get here at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Have to open the gates.
I have to make coffee for everybody.
She
Like
doesn't
it's
have
a
to
lot
make. She doesn't have to make
do
coffee
in the morning.
Okay. She just has to heat up the hot water.
That's a lot.
That's
I gotta heat hot water.
That's not a lot. Charge it over there. It's dead. It's dead.
Our son's talking to us about a light that died.
Living the life. Hey, Roberto Alejandro. Thank you for coming into the chat.
I know, but we're like 40 days in. I think I don't know how many days we're in, but
we got here the 17th of August.
it took us that much time to finally like unwind and feel not stressed. So yeah, it took us a minute to acclimate.
I think that emotions are ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows.
And there's highs and there's lows. So I think that now we have more highs than lows because
That's true.
There's no stress. So for me this morning was like, I gotta open the gates, I gotta open the doors, I gotta talk to the construction guys, and then simultaneously the long awaited, I've been talking about it for a few days, ceramic coating was today. And so, while I was off on my adventures, Dee was here kind of just taking it easy and talking to the kids and all that stuff. So, what's up, Hero? What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
Hero's here. Yeah. Okay. So Roberto is saying, I think it will be a culture shock for my family, especially the kids. My oldest will be starting high school there.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I know he wants to finish his story and tell you what happened, but I'll go into talking about, why don't you go ahead and tuck him in?
So,
and I'll tell them about what our kids said about like some of the things that are a struggle here for them. So my son was talking to his best friend on the phone today, and
don't say yes.
He was saying that it was so hot. Like he's like it is so hot here.
3 times.
He said it 3 times. See, and so some of the things that are really hard for me, just as a human being, And I've been on a lot of deployments, and so I'm okay with the heat. The heat doesn't bother me. What bothers me are the bugs. And I'm not like scared of bugs or anything, but like you could be standing in, like, let's say you're standing in the same spot. And while you're standing there, the bugs start to like get on your legs. And like, so I'm constantly like patting away a bug, like spatting it away. And it's usually like flies or even like a mosquito. I'm constantly killing bugs. I saved him from a bug earlier today. He didn't know it. He thought I was giving him some love, but I was saving him from a bug. And then I squished a bug at school, and I was like, that was a poisonous bug. So yeah, I'm having a lot of issues with bugs. Okay. Anyways, you talk about your day.
So yeah, I got up early in the morning. I had to take the SUV to the car wash because the car wash opened at like 6:45. So I got it there right at 6:45. They started washing it, and I was supposed to meet the ceramic coating guy in front of like at a landmark, right? So he didn't see me at the landmark, but he went directly to the car wash, and he gave the guys their instructions. And so I mean it's great. It worked out fine. I didn't talk to the guy, but I spoke to the owner, right? So shout outs to the owner of the car wash. His last name is Opena. His right, and so he owns a car wash. And he's like, yeah, don't even worry about it. I talked to him already. So he got the guy settled. He put him in a bay, and his guys, the car wash owner, washed the car, and they were like washing it thoroughly. But when the ceramic coating guy got there, he gave him more instructions. I didn't know that until later on when I spoke to the ceramic coating guy. But totally, they washed the car 2 times. It got buffed like 1 time throughout the day. They took off all the bug splatter, all the rain markings, and all that stuff before they even started the ceramic coating. So the a lot of what I have read, did some research, right, is ceramic coating is basically a thin layer of glass that can be applied on the car. And you know that the ceramic coating is legitimate when the container they hold it in is glass. And I saw the container, and it definitely was glass. And I'll tell you, I am thoroughly impressed
Mm-hmm.
with the ceramic coating. uh, and but yeah, we went back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that did the ceramic coating got there at like 7 o'clock, 7:10, and he didn't finish until 2. So that's like 6 hours, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 7 hours. So this guy did 7 hours of straight work. They probably took a break for lunch. But when we walked up as they were applying the ceramic coating, this guy was wearing a mask.
It was
What
like
were
one of
your
those.
thoughts?
It was one of those like heavy duty, not even like
Not like a
it was.
N95 mask or anything
No,
like that.
it was like a mask that you wear for chemicals.
For chemicals like paint or dealing
And
with. Yeah.
and I wasn't standing too close to the car, but I could smell the chemicals even from where I was standing. I was like, yeah, I can see why he needs a mask.
Yeah. So there was 2 of them. They were helping each other out, but it took them 7 hours. So 2 car washes, right? One buffing, and then finally was ready for the ceramic coating. They added 2 coats, right, of ceramic coating, and it looks great. The SUV looks awesome. So I am going to make a separate video, right? Because I actually interviewed the guy, and he talked about like the reasons why you would want ceramic coating, what you need to do after you apply the ceramic coating. So it was good, phenomenal job. So it was the 2 brothers, Henry and Harvey, and they drove all the way here on right
On a
on a
motorcycle.
motorcycle to apply ceramic coating.
Yeah, no,
on
that's
our
really cool
vehicle.
because from what I understand is that ceramic coating's pretty expensive, and you've been looking for ceramic coating for, different cities. You've been
Yes,
trying to
that's
find
true.
it like the different bigger hubs.
Yeah. And so ceramic coating in Manila is like 20,000, right? 20,000 peso. Ceramic coating in the Gupan area, which is closer to where we are, is 15,000. Here, he gave me a very good price. It was less than 10. And yeah, definitely you need to hit this guy up. So if you are in the area and you're interested in getting ceramic coating on your vehicle, they'll do a wonderful job. A very great price, and I'm
And he
happy.
came to us.
I'm thoroughly happy.
Yeah.
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 So
He came to us, and I was telling my husband, I was like, good thing you know all these different people in our community, because then you were able to get like the help you needed with like the car wash and being able to, like manage our day, because we were without a car pretty much the whole day. So we at least we had our motorcycle, at least we were close by, we could drive right around town and stuff, and we could go back and like continue to check on the work. So
yeah.
that was really nice. I think if we had gone to one of those bigger hub cities, we wouldn't have been able to really be as accommodated as we were here, like near our house.
Yeah, definitely. Because like from the washing and all that stuff, doing it myself, that would have been very difficult. So Kevin says, man, I could have mailed you the kit out to you. I did it myself in my garage. Okay. Yeah, I think that's great. But at the same time, I didn't really want to do the work. And from the looks of it, spending 7 hours, very detailed things. Kevin, hey, if you got that time, bro, mad props. But for me, I think I'd rather take that time spending with my wife. And we did that.
And we did. We
did.
had
That was
such a great morning walk. So after the kids went to school, he and I walked over to where the car was being, fixed and all that. And then we ended up going over to for a long, long walk. We walked 2 miles out, and we were in the jungle, but we were like in a deep barangay that's so peaceful and just so serene, and there's so much fruit and fruit on the trees, and it was just really nice. We were like, it was well shaded. It was hot, but we had water, and before we went on the walk, I bought 2 more waters, and so we just kind of like walked down, took a leisure walk, and walked 2 miles out. And then as we were walking back, somebody offered us a ride, and we're like, no, we're good. I think that guy was like, just, he saw us out there walking, and maybe he wanted to make sure we're okay. And so that was really nice. I was telling my husband, wow, people are so like kind. He stopped and he's like, hey, do you guys need a ride? We're like, no, we're just out here just walking. So yeah, let me see. Some people are saying, super cool, bro. Get the truck lifted now. Yeah, no, he actually wants a truck. So the SUV is mine. Okay. And then if we had a Camelback, and actually like the Camelback taste is nasty to me. I can't get past it. I always just ended up like only wearing it because it was part of the uniform. And so it would be on my back, but it'd be empty. And I just carried bottles of water because I can't be drinking out of that thing. It's nasty. All I taste is like the rubber, But anyways, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So then we finished up our walk, and let me see. I don't know. I think we went and got the motorcycle. So after we finished our walk, because that's what we were out there for, was to exercise. And then we came back home. Oh, we came back home and took a shower because it's so hot. And then after our shower, we went on the motorcycle, and then we started going around town. But we went to another carinderia today, and we also went back to the same one that we found that has really good food. That place called like Maria Paula. And we met the owner today. She's really nice, and I told her like about her amazing food. All her food is so delicious and tasty, and like she has been the one that I compare all the food to. So like, let's say I go to a new carinderia, I'll be like, oh no, that other one was way better. And so like, I'll just try different meals. But I've actually had two really good carenderias that we've been to so far that I've really loved. So we'll be going back to those. And we just had like a really stress-free afternoon. We go pick up our kids at lunchtime, and our kids are happy to see us. They're in a good mood. Hero called his best friend who's in the United States, and they just had like a nice conversation. Then what we did is we had the lunch. So we went to the calendaria to pick up the food, but we brought it home to eat at the dining table. And so it was really nice to just kind of like sit down with our kids in the AC and just ask them about their day. Both my kids took showers in the afternoon. Today was a really hot day. And they just like rinsed off and then they went back to school. So I think it's so convenient that our kids can take a shower in the middle of the day, then go back to school. They feel refreshed and they're ready to learn. That's really nice. So I just told them about like our walk. You want to tell them about like how you feel going for our walks and what's that like for you?
Yeah, but did she tell you that a baby goat almost got run over?
No, I did not. I did not tell them about the baby goat.
Okay. So one of the routes on our way back was a little walkway, and here they don't have lawnmowers; they have goats. Okay, and so there was like a mama goat with two baby goats, and these baby goats was probably like a week old, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks old. The reason why I know is because we asked someone like a couple of days ago, and they were the same. They're tiny, tiny, cute little baby goats. What does it feel like, by the way, the fur of
They're
the baby
furry.
goats?
They're furry. They're like little curly hair. Yeah, it's cute.
But anyways, so we're walking down this walkway and we passed the mama goat, right? And the baby goat got scared because I have this huge umbrella, right? That I just like, it was open and we were walking towards it. And this baby goat was walking away from us. She's like, meh. And then the mama goat was like saying the same thing, meh. It was probably like, get your butt over here right now. And the baby goat was probably like, no, it's scary, right? And they had this conversation back and forth, the mama goat and baby goat, the mama goat and baby goat, until I finally I took the umbrella down and we kind of like calmed down for a little bit. We had to stand there because the baby goat was by the road.
By the road.
It was the baby goat was by the road. We were like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I was like, this baby's gonna get ran over.
We don't want to kill this goat. So finally, the mama goat was like, get your butt over here.
Yeah,
right
she
now,
was.
right?
She was like, yelling at him
right now. And so the baby goat finally had the courage to pass by us.
He had to get the courage.
And
so
and then we walked through and we were like, oof, that would have been bad. I'm glad that we stopped, because if we didn't stop, that baby goat would have been gone.
And he would have gotten hit.
He would have gotten hit.
And if you want to see that, because we recorded it.
You recorded it?
I was recording it, but like parts of it was off the camera because I was like trying not to scare the goat. But I did record it. You can see it in a short. You can see that goat like run back to his mama. Yeah. If you guys go look for it, I posted it today. So
with baby goat drama. But it's interesting, we came back. That was very, for me, if you go into combat, there's things that there's certain things that you see that people shouldn't see. Right. I think that the current environment that I am at right now allows me to be relaxed, allows me to be in the environment, allows me to kind of be mindful of my surrounding. Right. And so it's great. We're spending a lot of time together. We walked 4 miles this morning, and it's late at night. We walked 3 miles right now. I got a few laps in running, and it's just great. Additionally, all right, what else did we do today?
Well, I know he also had other dramas. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys. We got stopped by the cops today.
Oh yeah, that is right. That's right. Yeah, it was bad. So the cops here, they have been doing a lot of checkpoints, and the purpose of the
didn't he look like a military man?
The guy?
Yeah.
No.
He was wearing like a military suit.
Yeah, but he was a cop.
He was a cop?
Yeah, he was
Okay,
a police
okay.
officer. And so they have been doing a lot of checkpoints. And based on research and asking the neighbors, right? That's how we do here.
Yes,
in-
we just ask
like
people.
ask people or ask the police, like, hey, how come you guys are doing the checkpoints? What's the purpose of all this? So the purpose of the checkpoints is because here in Philippines, it's about to be what is it they do?
Like a law.
No, politics.
Oh, politics.
It's
Okay.
for politics purposes. What is that called?
Campaigning.
Oh yeah, so it's campaigning and then voting, and usually the purpose of these checkpoints is to check people, like shady people, for weapons and things like that, and then also to enforce the law. It's very rare that law is enforced here in Philippines.
Yeah.
Right, and so what we have been told before we stopped over today is like, don't get pulled over. If you stop, if you see them from far away, just turn your bike around. And we've seen people
Yeah.
like turn their bikes around before,
Yes.
right? Because what we were told is they will impound your motorcycle, they will impound your car, and this is one of the topics that we've covered in the past.
You'll get a fine.
Is because one of the issues we've had is that when we bought a motorcycle, they're like, hey, the motorcycle is not registered. You can't leave the city. If you
Mhm.
leave the city and your motorcycle is not registered,
Impound.
it gets impounded, and then it's going to take you a long time to get it out of impound, blah 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 blah, right? Well, long behold, here we are. My dumbass was driving kind of fast, right?
Yes.
You know,
We had just turned a corner and we turned in right into the checkpoint.
I was weaving in and out of traffic, right? Now, mind you, I was probably going like 15 miles an hour, right? I was weaving in and out of traffic, and then I weaved on the right side to pass this truck, and all of a sudden, this police guy was there, and he waves me forward. He's like, "Come here."
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He
And
pointed
then,
to us and was
right?
like, over here.
He was like, the exact thing that he said was, "Saan kayo pupunta?" Which means, where are you guys going? Right? And she was wearing a helmet.
I was wearing a helmet.
I
Thank
wasn't
God,
wearing a
I was
helmet.
wearing a helmet.
I wasn't wearing a helmet, right? But there were these guys on the side of the road that they were pulling over without helmets, and they were
Nobody
like
was
getting
they're
them
not
off. They
wearing
were like,
helmets.
hey, they're like, I don't know. I think they were taking their bikes or whatever. And I was just like, I'm gonna do the foreigner thing, and I'm just gonna talk in English, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna go over there to get some food at the Carinderia. We are going to get our lunch. And the guy is like, what town do you live in? All right. And I said, oh, we're here. We're in this town. We're just going to get food right there. Right.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, you let us go. I was like,
Oh my God.
let
He
us
let
go.
us go.
But hey, we were going to go get lunch, but we stopped at the first Carinderia place.
Yes.
On the side of the road that
Which
was
is
open.
very
We were like,
close.
yeah, we're gonna go right here, right now. We're gonna
Ain't gonna chance
we're gonna
it.
show this cop that we're actually going to this place and that we're
Yeah.
from this area. So
Yeah.
that was my description. What was happening in your
Well,
mind?
first of all, I was like, oh no, because he wasn't wearing a helmet. And I was like, and when the man said that, it was the police officer said, you need to have a helmet on. And I was like, oh no, we're getting a ticket. But he kept talking to him like, oh, we're headed over to the Calendaria. And then I was like, I didn't understand what the policeman was saying, but I knew he was saying like, oh, we're just going to get food. We're going right there to get food. And then I was like, and then he let us go. And I was like, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, I thought we were in trouble.
Yeah. So yeah, that
He
was
was
fun.
so nice. He let us
He let us
go.
go. He let us go. He let us slide. He let us slide.
Oh.
That was interesting. And as we were right there, pulled over on the side of the road, ordering food from the Carinderia, there's a whole bunch of people just stopped right there, just waiting for the checkpoint to be done. They're like, maybe we shouldn't go through the checkpoint. They're
Yeah.
like, well, they're letting other people through. Hey, they're
Mhm.
almost done. They've been there for an hour,
Oh
kind of
yeah.
thing. And they were just like
He
a
was listening to
conversation
them
going
talk.
back and forth. Some of these motorcycles were like turning around, going another direction, cutting through another street or
Yeah.
whatever. But
yeah, and I was like, oh, I wonder why they're doing this. Is it because? And then I kept seeing ambulances. There's like 3 or 4 ambulances. I was like, oh, is it because of the ambulances? Is something happening? That's what I thought was going on.
yeah.
Is it because
So-
of the construction? Yeah, I had no idea.
Yep. So that was
was cool.
interesting. You weren't stressed out by that?
No,
I wasn't stressed
I
out
just
by
thought we were
anything.
like, I was like,
I
oh
was
no.
like, hey, we're here. If it happens, it happens.
I was like,
there's not
oh,
much we
man,
can
we're
do
in
now.
trouble.
Yeah, we're like, but it was nice. It was interesting. We got a whole bunch of food, brought it back home, brought it to the kids. I took a nap.
But
in the
wasn't
middle of the
your
day.
eyes hurting or something?
Oh, it was, right? Because I was riding my motorcycle without the helmet. Because
Mhm.
usually you'd have a helmet, and
Yeah.
the SUV was being
Ceramic
having
coating.
the ceramic coating. So
So we only have
I had my sunglasses in the SUV, so I was like, oh man.
so you were driving without any
Yeah,
protection on your
any
face.
protection on. So out
Oh.
here it's diesel. All the trucks are diesel, and so the smog and things like that. Or it was probably like a bug that got into my eye.
You need sunglasses.
If you're
minimum.
gonna drive, you need a sunglasses. Yeah.
But if you like, I love wearing the helmet because if it starts to rain, at least my head's not getting all like rained on. My face isn't getting all soaked. You know, I can't do that.
Mhm.
So I prefer to have the helmet on. I just wear the helmet all the time. Even though he's not wearing his helmet, I like wearing my helmet. I'm like, no, I need it. I like it.
I like without. I like. We're going like 25 miles an hour.
I think it's kind of cool that you guys like, Philippines in general. Well, not everywhere lets you not wear a helmet. I know in Metro Manila you have to wear a helmet.
Yeah, you have to wear a helmet in Metro Manila.
But I think it's really cool that out here, people don't have to wear helmets.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think it's cool that you can fit if you can fit them on the motorcycle or whatever,
a car,
if they could be on the top.
So we
Right,
saw like probably a 5-year-old kid on top of a tricycle today, just holding on. Yeah, holding on. It was interesting. I was like, I wouldn't do that to my kids, but
no,
that's the culture here.
Yeah,
These kids are introduced to all kinds of stuff. In fact, the other day we were walking around and there was this 3-year-old kid walking down the street by himself, going to the store
with 100 peso in his hand.
With 100 peso in his hand and an empty bottle of a 1 liter Sprite. And I think he was going to the store
to
nearby.
Switch out the Sprite.
Yep, and probably to buy another one.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I was like, why is there a little kid on the side of the road?
So
that was not a school age kid.
Yeah, kids here are raised differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're raised differently. One, you fight with your neighbors probably on a daily basis, like joking around, fighting, throwing punches or whatever. You probably get a few fights already by the time you're in 5th grade, right? Your aunt and uncle are probably sending you to the store to buy something, right? Your mother is probably sending you to the store to buy something. You're walking to school by yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids that walk to school by
In
themselves.
1st grade, 2nd grade, you're walking to school by yourself. You're not being dropped off. And it's just, and then you're going to the downtown plaza by yourself as a kid. And so
what I notice is that because we're adults, okay, and so what I've noticed,
I'm a minor.
Well, hold on. Whenever we're crossing the street, when we're walking home from school, the other kids will walk with us to run across the street at the same time we are, because we're kind of like their guide for when it's safe to cross the street. Yeah, that's what I noticed. We have like a whole clan of people walking with us.
And
then they just like, when we're running, and we're not talking to them or anything, they're just following us, and then they run across the street when we do. I that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because we're the safe, because we're gonna make that judgment, Yeah.
It's interesting. So what else happened in our day? So came back, I took a nap on my lunch break. I was like, hey, walking 4 miles in the
in the
in the
sun.
sun.
It was heat.
It was
No,
hot.
it was
It
heat.
was
We
hot. It
finished
was
them
hot.
bottles
But
of
I'll
water.
tell you
Yeah,
what.
no, it was hot.
Yeah, it was really
Took
hot.
showers.
I took a nap after I took a nap, took the kids to school, and then we went on a little date again.
We did go on a
Yeah.
date.
We went to a Chowking.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
didn't you post that? Did you post that?
No, you posted
No, I
that.
haven't posted anything.
Oh, okay.
But we got some halo halo at Chowking.
Yeah, we just
We were
went for
just-
dessert.
We went there for dessert, and we were supposed to go to the store and get some more tile, but my son's teacher released the kids out of school early.
Yeah, it's funny.
so.
You never know. It's so unpredictable. You
We picked
never
them up.
know when kids are getting out of school.
hmm So right from there, we picked them up from school. My son wanted to go on a motorcycle ride. My daughter wanted to go on a motorcycle ride. All three of us went on a motorcycle ride. We went to, my son was sitting in front. My daughter was sitting in the back. We went to Shakey's Pizza. They wanted cheese pizza. We had a little date. They told me about their day. It's amazing. This is the best decision that we have made regarding like raising our kids. I'm spending a lot more time with them. We're going out, hanging out, and doing just fun stuff with them, with our kids and with our family.
Yeah.
So
it's really great.
it's really,
Yeah.
it is. It's awesome. What did you do while we were eating dinner?
I just cleaned the house. I started a load of laundry, which I need to go and finish hanging up. I don't think I've hung it all up yet. But yeah, no, I did a laundry. I swept and mopped the house, and I worked on a couple videos that I posted for you guys. So you should be able to see one premiering maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow it's going to premiere. And then I also finished. I was editing videos, so it was cool to come back. I had my own free time. I had my own space.
So if you're in the Pangasinan area and you're interested in like ceramic coating, right? Because ceramic coating lasts for 3 years. Look up this guy. His name is Harvey. They're brothers, Henry and Harvey. But it's auto motor buffing with ceramic coating. And you'll see him. It's basically a guy just with a hat and a shirt. As his Facebook page, and so
how did you even like find this guy? Like what was your process? Because I was shocked to know this. He didn't talk to me about any of this, okay? Because he knows I'm gonna be saying like, no, you don't need to be doing that. Your car is fine.
Okay, so if you guys look back at yesterday's live, the day before's live, I've been talking about ceramic coating the entire week. So
no, he hasn't.
And she was present the entire time.
No, he hasn't.
Ceramic coating is coming up. Ceramic coating.
I have not heard him say
Yes,
anything about ceramic coating.
So if you guys look on the other ones, you need to watch our videos.
I think you've been dreaming.
Probably. So it's either I'm dreaming or you're dreaming, but I've been saying it. So, but this is what happened. I'm interested in ceramic coating. As soon as it came out in the United States, I was like, oh, I need to do that. But I just never had the time. So that's one. Two, ceramic coating, the ones that I've looked at was like in Quezon City, in Manila area, Pampanga, and Dagupan. And usually the ones in Manila are like 20,000 peso. So 20,000 peso is like 400 bucks. You know what I mean? That's a lot. And then 15,000 was the one I found. And then this guy is less than 10. All right. And what I also like about this guy's service, Harvey, is that he goes to your house. He does house calls in the area. Like he's from an hour away and he'll go to your place. He just needs the car washed properly, appropriately. He'll buff it. He just needs to plug in his buffer, and then he'll sit there and he'll take care of everything else. So on my research, I have learned that you have to leave it. Sometimes you have to leave it at the place doing the ceramic coating overnight. So I'm not, we don't have two cars here. I was trying to figure out how am I going to get this SUV to Manila from the province, then get back to my house and then pick it up again the next day. I was like, no, it's not going to happen. So I'm glad I found this guy, Harvey, and he came over to the house. He went to the car wash, was able to work at the car wash, and yeah, I am thoroughly happy with the outcome.
Okay, so Kevin's saying, it's important to do this ceramic coating, especially on a new car. You're gonna love the new car. Yes, it's beautiful. The only thing is, I can't drive it for the next 2 days, which is not. It's not fair. It's not right.
Not true. Not true. First of all, you never drive. I drive all the time. Okay, let's get that fact straight. Okay?
I know
Number
he made
two.
me park it, and I was like freaking out today.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I don't know what to do.
I was like,
See,
this
this-
is really hard. It's so hard
This
to park here.
SUV has like 360 camera, right? So you can see all sides of your vehicle, and this is not even a parking. This is not a garage. It's massive. It's huge. It's not even a garage. It's like a parking lot. Okay.
I know, but it's weird. I have to go like different angles and stuff.
And she couldn't do it. So, yeah.
How's the water beating? Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I was saying. I can't drive it for 2 days because it's supposed to like
Cure.
set, right?
Yeah,
It's supposed to
it's supposed to cure.
cure. And so if you drive your car in the rain before that, then you're kind of like compromising the whole service. So basically, we can't go nowhere for 2 days. That's what I was saying.
Not true. It's a 24-hour process, but it should cure within like 2 days, 3 days. So by Sunday, we'll be able to drive it, no problem.
Yeah, because it rains here a lot.
I just have to avoid the rain tomorrow,
Hmm.
and then we're good to go on Sunday.
Yeah, so we haven't seen the beating yet. We haven't seen the water beating. But
Yeah,
I'm
Kevin,
sure
I don't
it's
know
a
what you're talking
beauty.
about,
He's
man. I
talking about
don't-
like, okay, so even like, let's say it wasn't ceramic coating. Let's say it was like a regular wax.
Mhm.
Anytime you get a regular wax, the water kind of just like rolls off.
Got it. Okay. So there you go.
Okay, so just so you guys know, anybody who provides amazing service for us, my husband is the spokesperson for. Okay?
Yeah, shoot.
He's like Express Carabao. You guys are amazing.
Hey, Express Carabao, get it right, okay? It's not. It's
What?
Quick Carabao Cargo. Incorporated, okay? Incorporated. All right, get it straight. They gave me a shirt. All right, they gave me a shirt. That was awesome.
You got some swag from
I got
them.
some swag
He
from these
loved
guys.
them.
It was awesome.
And now you got this guy, and you're like, now you're repping them. So
No, I'm just saying if it's a good brand, it's a good brand. But if it's a bad brand, it's a bad brand. I'm gonna
don't eat at Kuya J's. That's all I gotta say.
Ooh,
Oh, it's bad food,
yeah.
bad food. Don't do it, don't do
Just
it.
threw up in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So, what else did we do today? And then we went for another walk, right?
Yes, and you know how Kevin says take her dancing? So, okay, I'm 39. I feel like I can't be going to these dance halls, okay?
My
Um,
daughter, I think.
No, he's talking about me because he took me on a date for some hollow.
Oh no, this girl don't dance no more. She eats hollow.
And my back hurts too. I can't be like
We don't dance no
dancing
more,
like
man.
that.
We run.
But I'll tell you, okay, so out here in the Philippines, they're stuck in the 80s. Okay. So the music that's getting played is like from the 80s. Today we heard what did we hear on the we
Ace of
walked
Base? No, I saw the sun. No,
we
yeah,
did
that
hear
one.
Ace of Base, but no.
And then
We,
Guns N' Roses.
We heard Guns N' Roses, and we also heard that one song, It's My Life, It's Now or Never, because I ain't gonna live forever. You know that song? So there was a big dance hall here that I think the kids or something are doing like homecoming but every Friday we've been having some kind of function here at the like main town plaza thing. And so you drive by it and it's like they're playing loud club music or whatever music
Yeah,
from the 80s.
it's not even. It's very explicit. Okay, they're very saying cuss words and all that stuff. I'm like, oh,
Mm.
all right. I wonder if they know what it's saying. But they're just blasting it. I'm like, all right.
Blasting the
That's cool, that's
curse
cool.
words.
And it sounded like it was like it was live. Like the crowd was going. They're like, oh,
Yeah, it sounded like it was like a lot
Like,
of people.
it was like a lot of people just jumping up and like singing with the song. And it wasn't like just 5 people, 10 people. It was like probably hundreds of people singing together at the same time. Yeah.
Kevin says that we're cutting in and cutting out.
Oh no.
Is it still happening?
Is it still happening?
Because we can restart the stream.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I will turn off this thing that I
Oh,
have.
it's because he's killing all the internet right here.
Yeah, there you go. I turned it off.
Oh,
I turned off
Lord.
the internet.
We
turned off
hope
the
we
internet.
fixed it. Oh, Alberto says we're fine on his side.
Yeah. Hey,
Cool.
Kevin. Okay, stop splicing off of your neighbor's cable Wi-Fi internet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
El Cheapo over here.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
So, do you guys have any questions at all regarding what's going on with us here in Philippines?
Yeah.
But finally, we're getting settled. The construction. All right, I want to talk about the construction. So we've been buying tile from Wilcon, and yesterday was the second time we bought tile. And
Mhm.
my office,
Beautiful.
dude,
Beautiful.
my office is
Thank you
almost
for
done.
going
Yeah,
with Wilcon
Yeah.
because we have different tile.
my office
Imported
it looks great.
tile.
It looks great. It looks awesome. It
It's
looks
really
amazing.
nice.
So I can't wait for it to be done, so that way I can show you guys what it looks like before I fill it up with all kinds of junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other structure on the side, you finally got to see like how big.
Oh
The,
yeah, he's talking about the
the
rebar.
bar
Okay, look,
that
I'm a
they're using.
girl. All right, I don't want to be rude or anything, but okay, all right, it's rebar. No, this guy is like, did you see how thick that rebar is? And I was like, yes,
Oh,
babe.
look, lift it up, carry it, pick it up. Right.
I
And
mean,
so
we're
these
out
guys
there.
are building it, so we can put like a third floor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this is barely like the first floor, so it's being built right.
No, it's funny because he's like every day he's like, let's go out there, let's go look at the structure, right? And he's like, look at this rebar. And I'm just like, oh my God. Yes, babe. Oh yes, it's thick rebar.
By the way, we saw another foreigner today.
Did we see a foreigner?
Yeah.
Where?
At the car wash.
Oh, you saw a foreigner.
Yeah.
I was too busy sitting over there being bored.
He was British, and
Yeah.
he was telling me that there's a couple of waterfalls in Natividad area.
Oh, so we need to go. We need to go check this out.
Area. So I think it's called Mary's Waterfall or something like that.
And what, like, how did you start talking to this British man?
He stepped out and he was like, "Yo, man, what's crack-a-lacking? Look at that. Is that a Fort Everest?"
Oh, really?
Okay, I sound like a Texas guy. I don't know what it. I don't know how to sound like British, but he's. I was like, "Oh man, where are you from?" He was asking for the mechanic because it was at the car wash, and the mechanic wasn't there. Then he was interested. He got out. He was interested in the car, and I was like, "Look, man, yeah, this is it right here. It's got this. I gave him a little bit of stats. I was like, "Hey, it's a wild track. It's one of 30 in Philippines." And he was like, "Oh man, that's so cool." And then we're talking about 360-degree camera, and then I was asking him where he was at, and he's like, "I'm from Natividad. I'm half British, half Filipino. If you guys want to visit the area, go to this waterfall." And so we were just chopping it up.
Oh, that's
Cool
cool.
cat,
Cool.
cool cat,
So
cool cat,
next up,
Mm-hmm.
date at the waterfall.
Date at the waterfalls.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be cool. Maybe we'll go check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, whenever. I mean, I don't know what our plans are, but
Well,
yeah.
So we're just gonna stay home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is so late.
We need to try and sleep in.
Ugh, it
We need,
is-
do you want to sleep in tomorrow, or did you want to wake up at 4 and go for a walk?
No, we'll wake up at 6 normal time because
Oh,
the construction guys are gonna be here at 7. So
Mhm.
after they get here, then you and I go for a walk.
yeah.
But around 8, we gotta go shopping for the food, and then
Oh, that's
we gotta
right.
Go pick
Yeah,
up
we
the
have
tile.
We have
It's
plans.
a busy day.
Yeah, we have family plans. So so we live in the Philippines where his family is from. So it's really cool because we're going to spend time with our family. And it's really nice to spend the weekends with like his uncle or auntie and their kids who are his cousins. So it's actually really nice to have those like family ties.
Yeah, interesting.
It really does help for making like life here like well balanced.
Yes. So I got a few more projects that are coming up, but I think I gotta save a couple of months, save some money. It'll be a couple of months. But one thing I've noticed is that my kids, so we have filtered water brought in every weekend, and they're in these 5-gallon jugs. And what I've noticed is that I've taught my kids to like, hey, make sure you put the filtered water in a cup and brush your teeth with that. My kids are brushing their teeth just off of the sink, right?
Off the well water.
Off the well water, but it's the city water. I don't
Okay.
know what they do with the city water.
Well, they said it's purified.
Yeah, but it's not as clean as filtered water.
It's not pH balanced.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
pH balanced and not all that stuff. They don't have like the UV rays going through it. Okay. But in
Okay.
a couple of months, that's one of the things that I want to start looking into is
Mhm.
basically getting the whole house filtered, right? The entire house with filtered water. And so if you guys know anything about that or which one's the best one, please let me know because I'm going in the market for it. So
Yeah, well, I was telling him, I was like, we need to see if we can become one of those Filipino families that live off like 2K a month in the Philippines. And he's saying like, we'll probably be a 3K family. And I was like, well, right now we are a 12K family. Like we need to like chill, And he's saying, okay, well, we're going to have to, once the construction is done, I'm thinking we won't be spending as much money.
yeah, we won't be spending that much money, because right now we moved into this house and my mom comes here once a year. She probably spends a month, and then during the pandemic, she never came back here. And so that was like 3-4 years that she wasn't here. And let me tell you, we threw everything away in the kitchen and started over, right? All the salt, all the pepper, all the spices, the ketchup bottles, all the soy sauce, vinegars, all that stuff. So it was like we had to start over because I don't know how long those things have been there just to keep it safe. That's one. Number two, we had to modernize the house, replace all the old windows with new ones, so that way uh, the the AC doesn't, the cold air doesn't go outside. And so update the windows, then install the AC units. Once the AC units are installed, the house right now is getting it's getting airtight. We don't
Good
want,
morning, Fresh.
Hey, Fresh. Good morning. The house is getting airtight, and then we're updating some of the bathrooms, the kitchen. We're updating one room. It's gonna be my office, and then we're updating the second bathroom, and then another structure on the side.
Yeah, well, okay. The structure was like, I don't know, some kind of like imagination that you just came up with, while we're in the middle of construction.
Yeah.
He had inspiration, and he's like,
inspired.
okay, now I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, babe, babe, when are we gonna become the $2,000, a month living budget in the Philippines as he builds his second floor?
Let's not talk about your trash can again and your flashlights.
Hey, those are fighting words. Okay. I need to learn how to look at price tags because I've never had to really look at them.
Okay. All right. At least I do my due diligence and my research. Okay.
Oh my God.
This one over here.
I paid a lot
I
of money.
want you to give me the most expensive trash cans you have, right? The most expensive trash bags. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely need to look at prices when I'm buying things.
So Robert's like 2K sounds cool, but I doubt it. Fresh. How much did the construction already cost you in total? About 12K. 12K. 12,000. Yeah,
American.
$12,000 American. But hey, that's 7 mini split AC units. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 like windows to seal the house. All right. Let me see. That is 2 bathroom remodels, 1 kitchen remodel, 1 room remodel.
All of that was refurbished. Like they
Yeah.
redid all of it.
That's all of it. And
Sealed.
then sealed the rooms, repaint like the 3 rooms,
Insulation.
insulated 2 rooms,
And then we did tile.
3 rooms actually.
We were getting tile.
We're
all
getting
over.
tile all over the house, and a new building on the side of the house.
Yeah, then you
that
whole building.
is going to that we can put like a second story later.
And he's
on.
putting 2 restrooms in that new building.
Yep.
Which are accessible to anyone who's outside. He also built next door
another bathroom and a room for them.
Another bathroom and a room for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Fresh. She's like, wow, that's a lot. So 7 ACs. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit much, but just for a family to come over and visit, I want every room in the house except the restrooms.
The restrooms don't have AC.
Don't have ACs. I want every room in the house to have an AC unit. So we can all be comfortable.
People can sleep at
wherever
night.
we go. I can walk from the living room to the kitchen to the bedrooms, and it will have AC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it does.
That's because I have a foreigner. See, my wife is a foreigner. I have to make sure she gets all these amenities.
I cannot live in the heat. I need the AC.
Yeah. So I agree with you. It's a must in PI, and it gets too hot. What's interesting, Fresh, is that now that we have all these AC units in these rooms, we turn them off.
We only turn it on if we're in the room. Although my kids like to keep their room cool. So they like to run it. It's only a one horsepower, right?
1.5 horsepower.
So it's not that big of a deal. But they ran it, and then they're like to come home from school and walk into their fresh bedroom.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay.
So when we had like 1 AC unit, it was running all day. But now we have 7. We don't even run the AC units anymore.
We only have 2 that run more than the others.
Yeah. So in the morning, we turn off the AC units because
it's fresh.
We'll leave the house, and then we probably turn on the AC units again during lunchtime when the kids come home to get them ready and make sure that the house is comfortable for them.
And I like taking a nap at noon.
Me too.
I've been up
Me too.
Since 4 a.m. and then I go take a little nap.
Yeah. So, but let me see. Roberto was like, what did he say? Amy and I keep talking what our budget will be. So, hey, we can talk budget, man. We can talk budget. All right. I can talk budget for days.
See, okay. So first of all, what are you going to say? Because I want to know if we can really live off of only like 3 grand.
I think, yeah, definitely. We can definitely do that, especially out here in the province. With all the stuff that I just listed, that's the $12,000. Okay, that's the $12,000,
and that includes appliances. All right, it's our startup fund.
That includes the appliances. All right, we bought a modernized fridge.
Mm-hmm.
We bought
the biggest fridge they had. We bought it.
We bought the biggest like a 21 kilogram washer. We also bought electric stove, and we also bought like the range hood that goes with it. So that's all a part of that. I think the only thing that wasn't a part of that is the car.
Right.
Because the SUV was like $45,000, but we got a loan through Navy Federal, and so we're paying money monthly on that one.
Yeah. So Roberto's saying that both he and his wife just need to get to 100%, and he's talking about the VA.
Yeah.
So that's good. If you can get the VA, it's like it's tax free, So that would be good.
Roberto, I think we need to have a phone call.
Oh, he's saying like he's like, oh,
Yeah.
he'll talk to you one on one, and he'll help
I
you
think we need to talk.
talk.
We need to talk on the phone.
Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto.
Do you have our Facebook?
Have Roberto, I'm gonna give you our book face, right? It's messages, and then whenever we have time, we can talk things through about the VA, and yeah, because we went through it. We kind of
Oh, Roberto says he has a chat. You know, I'm the one who runs the chat. So if I don't, and then my phone was faulty, I had to delete my messages, my whole messenger, and then put it back in, and then finally my chats showed up. So
Yeah.
I was having trouble with my messenger.
Fresh is another one.
Fresh is another person who talks to
Fresh,
us.
right? But Fresh,
So
Fresh is also a military couple, right?
Fresh is a Filipino couple who has kids, and she's in Washington.
She's in Washington, and they're trying to get over here too.
They're trying to get over here. Roberto, no, we're not. Yeah, they're not. She's not military.
So Roberto is the husband and wife
who are military. I think they're the husband and wife. Fresh says she's not military.
She's not military.
But I think the husband and wife are Air Force, right?
Yeah.
Roberto, you guys are Air Force? But yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
right. That's right.
My mind, I still have it. I still got it. Dementia hasn't set in yet.
No, dementia set in for me already. But yeah, Roberto, I think we need to have like just a phone call.
Yeah.
Right. Just a phone call.
We're first sergeants in the Army, retired. We got a lot of experience.
Yeah, we do.
We know a thing or two.
We know a thing or two.
So.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about today? I think that's pretty much it.
That was our day.
That was our day.
And, my husband, he walks around with a machete.
Okay, it's because we walk at like 8:00 at night. You know, there's a lot of people walking around, and so I don't know. It's just like we're walking around and we're talking in English, and everyone looks at us. You know, they get that stare look, like, who are those guys? And
just get a sword. Well, I told him I was Kirito, and he's Kirito, and I'm Asuna. That's what I was telling him.
Yeah, I'm waiting to open. You know what, Roberto? To be honest with you, like I have smaller like knives, that like have like a 6-inch blade. All right. And the thing is, like, I just don't want to go through the balikbayan boxes right now.
Yeah.
I do. It's a headache. Like, we have a mess in the house. Every room except the living room and our bedroom is being worked on. All right. And we have one bathroom. And so right now, everything's a mess. We have balikbayan boxes everywhere. So out of the 76 balikbayan boxes that we sent,
sell it all, bro.
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do what we did. Don't do what we did.
Please don't send your whole house to the Philippines. You don't need it.
So out of the 76 balikbayan boxes, I think we're still missing 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've opened one balikbayan box. That's it. Just one.
And we're gonna probably start giving stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Well, I hope that you guys learned something from our mistakes today. And those of you guys who didn't learn anything from our mistakes, I hope that you guys gained some information and some insight on how stress-free living in Philippines is and how much time you get more with your family.
Yeah.
And so it is one of the best things that we have probably done in our lives. But
I mean, we've done a lot of great things in our life.
Things.
We've made a lot of good decisions. And this is just another one of those decisions that we get to say, like, hey, we did that too.
Yeah, we do. And it's becoming more and more interesting. My son is already trying to say words in Ilocano, and he's learning how to converse with other kids. And it's
his
great.
Teacher thinks that he'll speak fluently by the end of the year.
So that's like December timeline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's like, and I love watching the teachers with them because the teachers will sit there and like force them to speak Ilocano and Tagalog. It's
Yes,
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome. And I told the teachers, I was like, you want to spank my kids? Go ahead. They deserve it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If they're acting out, they deserve it. And the teacher's like, no, 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 no. They don't do that. And then I see it at the corner of my eye. One of the teachers was had a stick. She didn't hit anybody. She was hitting the table. Right. I was like, I want that teacher to teach my kids next year. Right. Because I
Mhm.
want my kids to get a taste of that, to have discipline in the classroom. You know what I mean? And so it's awesome. It's all a part of the culture, and it's something that we're here for, you know.
Mhm.
And that's why our kids are going to public school. They're not going to a private school. And that's the thing is, I wanted to add on earlier on. Dee was talking about, like, my son was talking to his best friend back in the US, and how he's talking about it's too hot. We can take our kids out of the public school and put them in a private school where they have AC. But I think that in during struggles, people grow, you know, and I want my kids to grow. And
Right. Hardships build character.
build character,
For sure.
definitely. And I think that my kids right now, they're getting introduced into the culture,
Mm-hmm.
to the public school system, to the other kids in the community, especially in the province. And that is something that the tribe mentality, the community aspect, I think
Mhm.
that is missing in the United States. And right now, my kids and we are also immersed in that. Did you
Mhm.
talk about that, like, on our walk today? I stopped on the side of the road to just chop it up with a couple of farmers because they
Yeah, no, he's always stopping and talking to people who are farmers on the side of the road, and he's asking them questions about crops, and he asks them about profits, and yeah, he asks them all kinds of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, maybe one day, once I have enough knowledge, I will walk people through on basically how crops work here. But so Roberto wants to farm too. Hey man, it's amazing. These guys, they have like three crops. Like, well, there's three I don't know what they call it. They have third cropping. Like, the first crop is rice. The second crop is rice, and then third crop is
Corn,
corn.
maíz.
And it's every 4 month cycle, so they do crop rotation here. And so, yeah, that's why I think it's great. Buying
It's
land.
cool. It's just like part of being part of the community, you know, doing
Mhm.
something that is therapeutic, and it you know, you do something that you want to do because you like it, because it's
Mhm.
fun.
Mhm. It is fun. I think it's fun out there. So
I just love being out there. I have to be in the shade, but I love being out there in the elements. I don't like the bugs getting on my legs, but you know.
hey, but you know what? Dee's done it all. You know what I mean? Dee's done it all. She's been in combat. In fact, when we were 18 years old, I took her here to the Philippines, and
I planted
you know,
rice, yeah.
I put her through the ringer. You know what I mean? I was like, if you really want to marry me, you got to marry into this culture. And so I took her out there to the field, and we found a group of farmers who were
Hmm.
planting rice.
Yeah.
They were replanting the rice, right? It was like another phase of planting, of rice planting. And guess what? She was out there. We were planting rice, and it was a
Hmm.
great experience.
Yeah.
You know, she ate all kinds of fish, and
And he was like, he made me eat blood.
yep, she tried all that stuff.
And then this one time, he gave me a lanzon, and I was
Lanzones, yeah.
lanzones, and I was trying to eat it, and then he told me what I was eating was blood, and I threw it at his head.
I was like, ah! All right, guys. Well,
Funny.
enough
Good
enough
memories.
storytelling. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you guys, and let us know if there's any topic that you guys want us to cover, or anything that you guys want us to research here in Philippines, because right now we are definitely in the thick of it. So, as always, carpe diem.
Seize the day.